Good morning, it's Monday morning. I just finished getting ready and I think this week I'm going to try a bit of an experiment of wearing my Victorian loungewear every day, just seeing what it's like. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to find out, but since I spent months making this outfit, I did want to wear it pretty consistently just to see how comfortable it would be to just go about my day wearing it. Alright, so this morning I already got dressed. I threw my hair up, honestly. I should have probably used some dry shampoo, but I just didn't have the energy to deal with that today. So I currently work from home in my room and it is right now an absolute mess after my chaotic crafting weekend. So for things first, I'm going to clean that up and then grab myself a cup of coffee to get my day started. I didn't feel like my outfit was in any way restricting. Like I didn't feel like it was any more difficult to do than it usually would have been. The only thing is I'm a little bit warm at the moment. I think the corset made out of the cotton couture is definitely really good at insulating heat. Also it doesn't help that I'm drinking a nice hot cup of coffee. I just always wish it were fall. The nice cool mornings of fall time. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through my morning until we head to lunch, although I'll check in if anything particularly interesting happens that's relevant to my outfit. I just work a desk job, so you're not gonna see me up and about a lot. I'm mostly just gonna be sitting here at my computer. Maybe with Nutella hopping in and out. I think that's my morning done, no other major updates. I'm gonna go make myself and Nutella some lunch. This really makes me want to recreate one of the antique aprons that I have. It was part of the plan for this outfit, but I really don't want to mess it up while I'm cooking, so I'm just gonna put on my 1940s apron, which is not really made to be worn with this. Okay. I always have a little helper in the kitchen. Yeah, you want your lunch? Alright, I'm about to head back to work and I realized that I probably need a bathroom break before I do so, but it's going to be my first bathroom break ever wearing Victorian clothes, so that should be interesting. I'll report back after to tell you how it was. Promise, no TMI, just, I don't know, I guess it's my first time trying. We'll see how it goes. Alright, well, to be honest, that really wasn't very interesting at all. It was different, but honestly was fine. I mean, people wore clothes like this for a long time, and they also had to use the restroom like we do today, so they definitely have it figured out. If you're interested in some more of the details that I'm not going to cover here, I'll link a video in the description from Prior Attire where she goes into a little bit more of a informative description of how it's possible to use the restroom while wearing these clothes without having to take anything off. So it's really not a big deal to go use the restroom. It's one of the comments I get a lot actually on some of my videos is, can you imagine taking off all those layers when you really have to go to the bathroom? And the reality is I don't take anything off to use the restroom. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get back to work for the rest of the afternoon, and I will check in when my day is done and I start doing some of my historical costume, I think, with my loungewear on, and let's see if that impacts my ability to do any of my like sewing or knitting. So my work day is done. I already finished eating dinner and I just have the rest of the evening to kind of hang out, walk my dog, knit a little bit, maybe work on some projects that are coming up. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else particularly exciting today, so I might just give you like the quick wrap up on how I feel wearing this. I would say overall I feel quite comfortable. There are a few times where I felt maybe a little bit overheated, but I don't know that I would have felt that without these clothes on because the general lounging clothes that I like to wear also make me a little bit warm, and it's just turning warmer here. I feel like I've sat with better posture today than I have in a really long time because I just get that resistance to sitting in a poor posture, so it's easier to sit in a better posture. I didn't feel particularly hindered by wearing skirts. I mean, to be fair, I work and sit at a computer all day, so the biggest thing is just making sure I have good posture, so my skirts or anything like that weren't really interfering with anything. And another question I have a little bit is, how long would it be okay to wear something like this without washing it? Like, it is the outermost layer and I have under layers underneath it to protect it from, you know, any perspiration or anything that I might have throughout the day, but typically you'd have more than one pair and I currently only own the one. So I might be just washing my like skin layer, the chemise and drawers, tonight to have them be ready to wear again tomorrow because I'm going to be wearing them all week. Okay, I'm just going to wind down my evening and I will see you again in the morning. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. I have dressed already and I am ready for my second day of wearing Victorian loungewear. I was thinking about it a little bit last night and I guess there's something that I feel like I have to come clean about a little bit, and that is that I am wearing all of my loungewear that I finished up to this point, and I managed to finish everything else except for my left stocking. So I'm currently only wearing a stocking on my right leg, but not my left leg. All right, I'm gonna start my day with a cup of coffee and going through my work week, and I will probably check in over lunch. All right, it's my lunch break, and I think I am going to spend a little bit of my time today working on my knitting. I already ate something. I'm being joined by the one and only Nutella, and I'm gonna work on a new project. I don't think you'll have seen this project by the time this video comes out. I won't tell you exactly what it is, but I would be very interested to see if anyone can guess. It wasn't part of my original loungewear plan, but I'm definitely gonna need some nice lounging wear to enjoy it. You wouldn't think this is a Victorian pattern with needles this thick and yarn this thick, but it is. It's from my book, The Art of Knitting, which is available for free online, so you can also search through that and see if you can guess what I am working on. That little one down there, you might just see her snout right here, is telling me she needs to do a bathroom break with me. Yeah, right? Yeah, come on up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's letting me know it's time for a bathroom break. And I am gonna call it, I think, after that on my lunch break. This is how far I got in that time. You'll be seeing in a little bit of time, probably a week or so, what I'm actually working on here, but so far I'm super comfortable. One other interesting thing, usually when I sit on the couch, especially slightly reclined, I like to have a pillow in my lower back, but when I'm wearing a corset, it's more uncomfortable to have a pillow there. I prefer not having any pillows in my lower back. I feel like I have enough support as is. Didn't get a chance to update much for the rest of the day. I really didn't have a very eventful day. I didn't end up knitting my stockings at all. I just continued on this piece, and I think I'm gonna head to bed. Nothing very interesting or exciting. And that's Nutella. I think it's time to go to bed. Good night. See you in the morning. Good morning. I'm getting ready for another day of wearing my Victorian lounging outfit. I am all dressed except for making my hair a little bit, putting it up and out of the way. I also decided that today would be the day that I start experimenting with different ways to keep my stockings up. I did admit to you guys yesterday that I had second stocking syndrome really hard, and I only have one stocking done at the moment, and I'm still working on my second one. So the two ways that I want to try out holding up my stockings are one with a garter, and the other one is with like a tie-on garter, and the other one is with like a clip garter. And today I'm wearing the clip-on garter, and I actually had to get dressed in a different way than I usually do in order to be able to wear this garter. Usually I wear my drawers first, then my chemise, then my corset, and that's fine. It definitely feels slightly different from what I've been wearing previously, so I think beyond just how well the clip-on garter holds my stocking up, how this also just feels to wear is going to factor in, you know, what way I like to wear it best. Here, I can show you my garters right now, actually. So here are my drawers and my stockings, and my drawers are actually on over my corset, and they are being held on by these clip-on garters. I just bought these from Amazon. They're for sale there. I'll leave a link in the description if you also want to wear your stockings in the same way, being held up by the garters like this. I will check back in soon. Oh, before I forget, do you guys like my new earrings? They're little tiny Wilcox and Gibbs sewing machines. Do you see that? I thought they were so cute. And I gotta have my sewing machine with me at all times. Can you tell I'm a little obsessed with my sewing machine? Alright, so it's lunch break time and I just ate something really quickly and I think I'm gonna do something project-wise instead. I'm gonna do the basting for my quilts for today. I'll be very interested to see how easy it's for me to work in this outfit. I'll be mostly on the floor because I don't really have a sewing table at the moment, but hopefully that'll be good. Oh, also a quick note on wearing the stockings with the garter clips and the drawers on top of my corset. The garter clips are holding up my stockings really, really well. They're very, very comfortable, but I'm actually not as comfortable wearing my drawers on top of my corset as I am as wearing it as a base layer. So we'll see how I feel at the end of the day, and we'll see how I feel tomorrow when I wear the actual tie-on garter. But at the moment, I'm overall preferring wearing my drawers as a first layer rather than as an overlayer personally. I am also crazy warm right now, but that might also be because I'm incredibly out of shape. So I don't know that we can blame exactly this outfit. I'm not allowed. Okay. No, not allowed. Oh, you helping me with my basting? Yeah. You can't. Okay, I'll baste one over here. Real quick. Bless you. Bless you. Very helpful. Yes, thank you. Very helpful. You want to chill outside for a little bit? I am thoroughly exhausted. I'm gonna go cool off outside for a little bit. You want to join me? Or do you want to stay on the quilt? I was hoping I would get a little bit more done in my lunch break today, but I think my time is just about up and I'm gonna get back to work. So I will go speed through the rest of my work day and I will catch up with you after I am done. It might seem a little bit random that I'm out here standing on my balcony, but I just finished my work day and I won't lie, I am getting a little bit warm. So I'm just kind of taking advantage of being outside in the evening air, cooling off a little bit before I go back inside. And I think today I'm going to have to wash everything before I wear this again tomorrow. 3 days in a row is enough before washing at least the outer layer as well. I just finished a few more hours of knitting and I'm gonna get ready for bed now. I am actually undressing to put my stuff in the washing machine so it can be nice and clean for tomorrow. And just reflecting on the day, I have to say my stocking, singular, my one stocking I was wearing today, did hold up really well with the attached garter clip, but it wasn't particularly comfortable to wear my chemise and drawers with that. So hold on, let me see if I can show you. So you can see my dog as well. She's gonna be in this. She wants my attention. But here you can see that I have this clip that's attaching from my corset to my stocking, and it can only work this way if I'm wearing my drawers over top of this. If I had my drawers underneath my chemise like I usually wear it, then this wouldn't be able to clip to my corset on the outside. So I have to wear it this way, and then drawers come in and they scrunch this up. And I can see that that's what happens to the person who is wearing that in the actual historical video, but I personally find it pretty uncomfortable. So I'm curious to see what tomorrow's gonna be like, where I'm gonna wear the drawers and chemise in the order that I like it, with the drawers first. And instead of a clipped garter, I'm gonna use a tie-on garter with some elastic. So I think the clothes will be more comfortable, but I'm not sure if it will hold up my stocking quite as well. And if you're curious, I'm not sure, I mean, I guess I've shown historical laundry before for washing lace, but just for the sake of time, I'm gonna throw my chemise drawers and my wrapper today into the washing machine on a delicate cycle and air dry it overnight so I'm ready to wear it tomorrow. You know, something I've been thinking on the few nights that I've done this so far is it feels really strange somehow to change out of my Victorian day clothes and back into my modern night clothes. I don't know if I'm taking on too much, but I kind of feel like making myself a nightgown just to try and see what it's like. We'll see if I can squeeze that in sometime. And I am going to say goodnight, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is early on Thursday today. All this footage that you're seeing and that has been released in the past few weeks is all kind of jumbled up. I think I might have explained this before too. I'm moving soon, so I'm trying to get a little bit ahead with my projects and with my filming to be ready so that I can keep sharing things, but also have the time to kind of focus on moving my stuff. So I'll let you know what's going on. I'm going to be doing a little bit of makeup, and I'm trying something new with my bangs today. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm also only in my underclothes today because I'm going to be wearing this sweater for the videos introductions that I'm making, because the videos that I'm filming right now are going to go out before I release the fact that I finished the wrapper. Oh, right, and today I also have decided to wear my garters that are tie-on rather than clip-on. So yesterday I did the clip-on version, which held up the stockings really well, but I found it uncomfortable to wear my drawers on the outside of my corset. Maybe I just wasn't used to it, but I personally right now feel more comfortable because my drawers are underneath my corset, which is how at the moment I prefer to wear them. So if you can see, can I show you like this? Ah, yes. I did make these garters wide enough to tie around my thighs, but I'm just tying them underneath my knee at the moment because it was just easier as I was getting dressed. It definitely feels looser on my stockings, like it doesn't have quite as good of a grip on them, but I personally feel more comfortable, so I don't mind too much. What else can I update you on? Oh, right, I washed my wrapper and all of my underthings yesterday. I did pre-wash everything before I sewed it into the final form so that I knew it wouldn't bleed or change shape, and it turned out really well except for the collar. I think I might need to do some pressing or ironing on that. You might be hearing my dog. She just got done with her breakfast and she's very happy. I know I also spoke a little bit yesterday about making a nightgown for me to wear for the rest of this week too, and I was looking at my supplies and I think I actually have everything that I might need to make them, and I have the pattern to make it. Oh, I got lipstick on my teeth. Nice. I think I have all the supplies I need to make them in my stash, so if I find some time, I'm going to try to make myself a nightgown to wear as part of this week. Where is this lipstick coming from? Oh my gosh, that's so much on my teeth. Oh yeah. You like my lipstick? Okay. The last step to getting ready is going to be my hair. Then I'm going to put my sweater on top of these undergarments. That should look interesting. And maybe you can see what it looks like for me to film some of my intros. Oh, suddenly I'm very hungry. I think I'm gonna get myself some breakfast before I do this. Oh, I'm suddenly very, very hungry. Okay, it's time for food. Okay, I just ate a little something for breakfast. I'm just gonna go for a half up, half down while I'm filming. Nutella. Oh, no, 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 no. That's chocolate. Okay, crisis averted. My dog, who is named Nutella, found the Nutella I was eating for breakfast. Had to make sure she didn't eat any of that though. Anyway, for filming the brown baked egg and carrot and for the monthly wrap up, I'm going to do half up, half down, and then I'll put it all the way up when I'm wearing my wrapper for the rest of the day because it's more comfortable to keep my hair off the collar, I personally find. Okay, let's see how the bangs turned out. Well, it's definitely different. God. not the worst they've ever been. I'm just gonna go with this. Screw it. My head, this is huge. And looking at the pattern a little bit more closely, it does say that it makes the perfect place to hang it. Chain these garters. There we go. There's my I just finished doing all the filming. It is getting close to the time I have to start work, so I'm just gonna throw my hair up and change into my wrapper and get my workday started. I'm just gonna go speed through my morning. I might check in over lunch because I have a few things that I want to work on project-wise over lunchtime. Hello and good evening for me. It's been a really long day at work today. So I am gonna get to some of my own personal projects, and that includes, I think, some editing today. I would like to get some of the videos that I shot today fully edited, or at least roughly cut, so I can get a good head start before the weekend comes, and I have some other things planned for that. Take out Nutella for one last time this evening, and I will see you again in the morning. See you on Friday. Good morning, good morning. It's Friday. Probably gonna take it nice and easy today. So what is going on today? Honestly, you can't see what I'm looking at, but my goodness, is this place a mess. So I am probably going to clean up the house a little bit. Honestly, maybe take a nap, I don't know. I'm gonna have to drink some extra coffee to keep me going through this morning. I wish I had the energy to try out some more interesting hairstyles, but I do not. While I don't think I'm gonna wear my belt for most of the day, I'm just gonna wear it really nice and relaxed, and I do want to put on a brooch using my lovely new brooch holder. Does anyone have any tips for putting on brooches easier? I find it really hard to put a brooch on myself. And is that straight? I feel like that's worse. Alright, that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna go make myself another cup of coffee, maybe drink that a little bit to wake up some more this morning, and do I have time? If I have some time, I'll probably clean up before work starts, and then definitely clean over my lunch break because I'm far behind. I didn't think I'd be checking in over lunch, but I did want to mention something. I'm pretty exhausted today. I'm pretty tired. I had a bit of a long day yesterday, and I also slept really, really poorly. And so I'm tired. And on a day where I'd be wearing modern loungewear, I think I would kind of just sink into my seat and never get up. If that makes sense, I just would kind of sink into the exhaustion. But wearing these clothes and taking the time to really get ready, even though they are loungewear, and having the corset on, or at least the wrap corset on, feels like I have something supporting me. Like I have something holding me up and helping me kind of be upright. I can't say for certain, but I feel like on a similar day with a similar energy level where I wasn't wearing this, I don't think I would have had the energy to clean up today. Okay, time to take Nutella on a walk, and I will see you after my workday. I had a pretty good Friday, and I am ready to relax with some of my knitting. So I'm going to start with 7 rows here, and then can move on to my bathing suit. If you're one of my patrons that sees my monthly wrap-up videos, you'll have seen me talk a little bit about the struggle that I'm having with knitting this second stocking. I know second sock syndrome is definitely a thing, and these are really tough for me to work on at the moment. Morning. I am coming to you on this lovely Saturday morning feeling much better than yesterday. I don't think it's even technically morning anymore. I think we're already in the afternoon, but I finally caught up on my sleep. I am also not yet dressed in my Victorian loungewear because I realized that I was a little bit rough in taking my petticoat off yesterday, and I managed to rip my waist seam at the waistband, so I'm gonna have to sew that back first, and I kind of wanted to do it before I put on the rest of my clothes. I'm gonna fix my petticoat, get dressed, and get started on my projects. It wasn't so bad to fix the petticoat, so I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed now. I have my one stocking and one garter, and I like to put my drawers on and keep them on underneath my chemise. Now my corset. I've taken to tying my corset in the back, and I find that it reduces the bulk that I have up front. Now my fixed petticoat. Starting to get pretty good at tying bows behind my back. Last layer is the wrapper. And I think I actually want to wear my belt today. I haven't worn it the last 2 days, but I think I will today. I usually do my hair, but I'm gonna just leave it down to let it dry, and a little bit later I'll roll it up. Hello! You know, I do have to say, Nutella really likes all these skirts. She loves cuddling up on them and snuggling with me when I'm wearing them. I think she thinks it's her extra bedding or pillows. One of the other things about the bigger skirts is I have to I have to watch out a little bit more for where I walk, because I have more diameter, more area, more space that I take up, and I knock things over because I tend to leave things laying around on the ground, so I'm either dragging them around the floor with me or I'm knocking them over. It is now dark outside and much later than I expected to be up and still working on things tonight. You ever really get into the zone with something and just can't put it down? Well, that was me in this vintage pool party retro bathing suit. But the good news is I'm done. I do still want to set my hair. It's past 1 in the morning at the moment. I already way overloaded myself for today, and I don't even know why I thought I could get it all done. But I really want to try and extend, maybe by one night, this experiment so that I can try out the Victorian nightgown to sleep in and see how comfortable it is, and see what it feels like to change from this daily outfit to my nightgown. Okay, I will see you tomorrow morning for my last day in Victorian loungewear. Okay, I'm gonna make myself some food and go to bed. Good night, see you in the morning. Good morning, good Sunday morning. I hope you like my hair. I did get a chance to film and take pictures of my vintage pool party bathing suit this morning. Of course, the entire week it was like in the 70s degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is around in the 20s Celsius. And then this morning, the morning I want to go take my bathing suit to the lake, it is 42 degrees Fahrenheit, or around 5 degrees Celsius. So it's a very refreshing time. Sunday, the last day of wearing this Victorian loungewear. I have some sewing I want to get done. I'm going to extend this though by one night because I really want to try wearing a nightgown. So the first thing I'm going to sew is a nightgown. Then I have some personal projects I'm going to tackle. Probably just have a really nice, fun, relaxing Sunday. I'm going to grab some breakfast for myself and for Nutella, and then let's get some sewing started. Hello from the floor. I found a pattern for a nightshirt or a Nachthemd from the magazine Der Bazar, which is the same one where I got the pattern for my wrap corset. So this is another one of those spaghetti patterns. But I picked this one specifically because it only has 4 pieces, pretty simple, and is short sleeve. I'm gonna go turn my projector on, and I hope I have enough of the same cotton left that I can cut out all the pieces for this nightgown. Alright, time to sew this together. I don't think it should take too long. We'll see. allowed to sew anymore. It is time to take a cuddle break with Nutella. I think that's what she's telling me. And I will gladly oblige. Cuddle session complete, and I can continue my sewing. Now you can see that the front shoulder is quite a bit wider than the back shoulder, so based on the diagram, I'm going to add some pin tucks to the front here and make the sizes even. And I've got my lovely pin tucker or pin tuck marker, and that should be really good. Done. So I am going to wear this tonight and try it out, see how I like it. But little Nutella here is seeming a little bored to me, so I think, yeah, there you are. I think we're gonna go out and go near the lake and play around a little bit. I feel really comfortable moving around on the ground, cutting things out. I didn't feel particularly impeded by my, you know, wrapper and all the skirts and everything. The only time was when the skirts hid my cutter, my rotary cutter. I couldn't find it for a second. That's the only thing I think that hindered me a little bit. Yeah, do you want to go to the lake? Come on. Yeah. Let's go to the lake. Someone got a bath, huh? Because they were so muddy. Nutella and I are both back home and bathed. I've got some food on the stove right now for supper. I can't say D-I-N-N-E-R because Nutella knows that word and she's gonna think that she's gonna get some food, but she's already had hers. After this, I'll probably sit down for some more knitting, some sewing, and then I will check back when I change into my nightgown tonight. I just finished up my evening of sewing, I think, and I'm gonna go ahead and change into this nightgown. Well, in this nightgown, I definitely feel like my great-grandmother. I am really comfortable though. Like right now, this is super comfy. I think I am just gonna go ahead and go to bed. I'm pretty tired, so good night, and I will see you in the morning for, yeah. Ooh, good morning. I can definitely see why these nightgowns are still popular today. That was a really, really comfortable night. All right, I'm gonna go get ready, maybe grab myself a cup of coffee because I just rolled out of bed. I managed to brush my teeth, wash my face, and brew myself a cup of coffee, but it is one of those mornings, Monday mornings specifically, where I decided, you know, I was just gonna tidy up a little bit while I was drinking my cup of coffee. I grabbed a handful of sewing pins I had left on the table. I wanted to put them in my pin bowl, and my brain just threw them in my coffee. I couldn't really believe what I had done, so there went that cup of coffee, but it's okay. I brewed myself another one, and I'm back at it. I wanted to wrap up this week of wearing Victorian loungewear really quickly, just some things I feel like that I got from wearing it consistently from a week that I wouldn't have known if I would have just put it on, you know, occasionally for a photo shoot or something. Something I talked about, I think, extensively before is just how I prefer to wear my drawers. I prefer them as an underlayer to my corset. I found the other ways, there's a lot of fabric there that can tend to bunch up, and then you've got a wedgie. Like a wedgie I haven't experienced before in my life. So I personally prefer the drawers as an underlayer. I find that that creates less of gathered material there and it's more comfortable for me. The couch potato corset that I made, or the wrap corset, is just one layer of cotton coutil, but it is quite a thick fabric or sturdy fabric. So on the warmer days where I was wearing this outfit, I definitely felt like my body heat was being trapped where I was wearing the corset. So I'd be curious to see what it's like to wear this with something that's more geared towards summer wear, that's made out of like a mesh material or is just The boning. Pockets. Yes, I did not put pockets in my wrapper. It wasn't part of the pattern. I don't know how common it would have been, but I really was missing pockets. I also didn't have an apron. I used my 1940s apron, which covered my wrapper and had pockets, which was nice, but an apron would have been nice just to keep my wrapper a little bit cleaner in, you know, more of an 1890s style rather than a 1940s style. I also found that my wrapper skirts might have been a little bit narrow. I did follow the pattern, but especially comparing to images of wrappers from the magazines of the time, it seems like there was maybe a little bit more volume in the back. Yeah, overall, I don't think I'm going to be regularly wearing Victorian loungewear. I did find it very comfortable and I found it really nice to wear sometimes. I didn't feel like I was impeded too much in my movements. But I can definitely see myself wearing it, especially the wrap corset, on days where I feel like I have really low energy. I find that I tend to just kind of wear really comfy clothes and sink into myself and just not really have the motivation or energy to get up and do anything. And on Friday, when I was feeling that particular way, but I was still wearing the wrap corset, I was more tired than usual and I could do less than I could on a day where I wasn't tired, but I did way more and I felt more held up by my clothes. So I didn't feel like I had to spend quite as much energy to do things. So I was still able to get something done even though it was less than I usually would have. So I think on days where I'm not feeling so good or I hadn't slept well or something, I think I might still wear at least the wrap corset with some other layers because it just felt more supportive of me. Beyond that, I had a really good time wearing my loungewear for a week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was at least somewhat, I don't know if informative, interesting, entertaining, something to watch me wear loungewear for a week. And if you want to, I'll leave links to my other socials where you can reach out to me or support me only if you want to in the description below. And I will see you next time. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos on, you know, Victorian knitting, historical knitting, some historical sewing. And I have a few more ideas for my Victorian loungewear. I'm gonna take the lounging up to the extreme, I think, for the next one. I really want to just go fully relaxing lounging Victorian wear. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.